One of the most challenging things about my job is finding good investments that deliver impact as well as financial return. Many of our investments depend on us securing public finance dollars to pay for the conservation outcomes. So we're having to look very carefully about where the public funding is available and which properties have the most conservation potential. An impact theme that requires more attention are the forest carbon markets, the offset markets. We've seen that these markets have begun to evolve and the standards have started to improve, but they need to improve further in order to incentivize the kind of forest management changes that will result in true additionality and carbon sequestration. One of the most used and abused cliches in sustainability that bother me is the idea that it's always the case that conservation and impact outcomes also produce financial outcomes. There are several situations where there are real trade-offs, and we need to look to sources of public finance in order to compensate the investor for making those trade-offs. One of the changes that we've seen over the last 20 years as an impact investor is really the growth in reporting and the focus of investors on impact. We've had investors with us for decades who invested in forest land because of their interest in conservation outcomes and trees. But more recently, we've seen the growth of interest from institutional investors and the expectation of greater reporting and measurement of our conservation and impact outcomes. One of the things that can be done to ensure that impact investing doesn't become a form of greenwashing is to hold managers to account and to ask them to describe what their objectives are, what their measurable outcomes that they seek to deliver, and then have them report on those objectives on an annual basis. That's something that we do in our annual report. We've established our 5-year ESG goals, which we've published in our reports, and each year we describe our progress towards achieving those goals.